So I presented the latest EUROCARE-5 results, which will be published very soon in a special issue of the European Journal of Cancer, which will contain 13 articles, site-specific or system-specific articles with survival by stage, by morphology, by, and of course, specifically by cancer and age and gender. The main aim of EUROCARE is the surveillance of cancer trends across Europe. So, main finding of this last EUROCARE-5 is a large variability in survival, in 5-year relative survival between countries. With the variability was more marked from cancers with a relatively good prognosis, such as cancers of the breast, colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, and the variability was less marked, or there was no variability for very poor prognosis cancer like lung cancer, esophageal cancer, or pancreatic cancer. There was a huge variability between countries and between regions, and in general, countries from Northern Europe had a higher survival than the rest of Europe. The countries of Northern and Central Europe, but especially of Northern Europe, had a better survival. And the worst survival was found for Eastern European countries, practically for all cancers we examined, and were approximately 45 cancer sites. With money is a main cause of disparities. There is a direct relationship between the total national expenditure on health and cancer survival, with some exceptions, because UK and Denmark, with a high income, high GDP, and high total national expenditure, have poor survival compared to similar countries, to neighbor countries, and to countries with similar characteristics of wealthy. Probably the problem is in the organization of care, of cancer care, of care services, but this is something that has been taken into serious account, for instance in the UK, but also in Denmark. And actually some actions were taken after the publication of the first EUROCARE results. After the publication of the first EUROCARE results in UK, the National Health Department nominated a National Cancer Director and also injected more than 500 million pounds in the national health system, with the aim to centralize cancer services, to implement multidisciplinary care, and also to reduce, of course, the fragmentation of cancer services, and also to reduce the delay between referral from symptoms to specialist oncological care, which is a point identified by the local experts. Yes, the UK is still doing worse than other countries, and also Denmark is still doing worse. Another action they implemented in the UK was the launch of the so-called International Cancer Benchmark Project, which collects data from several national cancer registries, and is aimed especially to understand the reasons for the poor survival, for instance in Denmark and the UK. Survival in the UK and in Denmark is growing faster than in other countries. So this is the good news. In Eastern Europe, the disparities are directly related to the low total national expenses on health and also to the low GDP, with some exceptions. For instance, in Czech Republic had consistently higher survival rates than the average Eastern European mean, also a higher expense on health.